Hey, welcome back. Charlie's still playing. We'll just keep her busy a little bit while we show you how to join the wire. Okay, here's one I prepared earlier. We have a 7-strand copper core in our wire, so it's a very strong wire. The coating, as we mentioned, is high density polyethylene. Now, to join it, basically just expose a little bit of copper. And to do that, don't get too excited with the pliers. Just give yourself about, in the old language, about an inch. Just crimp into the polyethylene, the HDPE. Now, this is a little bit trickier because it is a very tough coating, and there's a good reason for that as well. So then what you do is you just strip that off gently and try not to, never work with animals, children, or wire on camera. Okay, then twist the ends off a little bit. Don't get too excited about that, that's fine. Now, to doubly make sure that you get the twist, basically, butterfly twist the wires together and twist them. Just a butterfly twist there. Now, the real secret. All right, we've run some of our wire across here, and we're just going to hit it with that shovel, and I'll show you how strong it is. And I put that on the ground, put my foot on it. All right, so if you're doing your gardening, you're not going to break the wire. That's pretty important, because if your wire breaks down, your dog gets loose. So, I mean, that's gone through a little bit through the housing, but definitely hasn't gone through that copper. See, it's all kinked up. Step in a minute there, Caden. Caesar. There we go. Hasn't done any real damage, so that's going to last you in the garden beds. Just a butterfly twist there. Now, the real secret is tie a knot in the end. Get that nice and close to the copper, so you end up with something that looks a little bit like that. What you do then is you get some plain old PVC tape and give it a good coating. I usually start at the join, wrap it in one direction all the way to the end, and I'll keep going past the end a little bit, and then fold it over, and then wrap it back in the other direction. Hang on, I've just got to do my job. I'm failing. This way, that way, this way. Good girl. All right, then we go back a little bit. And as you know, when you seal this off, just pull it, and as it shrinks, you just wrap it around and that'll shrink down nicely. Hey folks, this is Kevin, this is Ollie, just on the subject of wire. How long ago did you get your system, Kevin?
We've had our system 9 years, absolutely magic.
And the wire has been?
Fantastic, no problems whatsoever.
No problems whatsoever with the wire, but here's the thing, it's been sitting on the fence for the last 9 years, okay? And Kevin's just popped in to grab some more batteries for one collar and buy 2 more collars.
Correct.
Unfortunately, he lost his dogs to some snakes on the property, but he's fixed that problem, and we can talk about how to manipulate the wire to keep the dogs away from the bush. But with the wire, the coating, the HDPE coating has a 20-year UV rating. So if you'd bought PVC wire, would you have had to buy more wire by now?
Definitely.
All right, good. So happy with the wires, going well, and thanks very much, Ollie. Thanks, Kevin.
Have a great day.
All right, see you, mate. Let's go for the pool again, shall we? Come on. Whoop, whoop, give. Good girl. Okay, off we go for a swim. Up there she goes. Super diver. Whoa! I love it. When you seal this off, just pull it, and as it shrinks, you just wrap it around and that'll shrink down nicely. Now, the next thing I do then is to make sure that if anything pulls on the join, it's not going to break apart. So that's what the knot does. And also, if you ever get another break, you want to have a bit of a slack in the system. So I would fold this over and then get one more piece and come back in the other direction. So you end up with something that looks like that. If anything pulls on the joint, those slack bits will pull apart. So I'll show you that again. It's not hard. Fold it over, grab one of the wires, and then you've got that sitting on the fence. If you want to find the joint easily, just get your PVC and give it another couple of wraps. Pull that off. Grab yourself a good old cable tie and tie that to the fence. And look, if that breaks down over the next 10 years, give me a call and I'll send you a new join. Okay, quite easy. And then you can join my join into your join. No, not kidding. I've been back to properties where the wire's been sitting on the fence for 9 or 10 years and the joins are still 100%. So there we go, that's how to do a joint. Okay, back again. So just quickly recapping on what we've just shown you. I'm extending this fence. We have to cover it around this dam because the dogs now have decided to go round this dam. So we're extending it. So I'm going to cut into this loop. Can't hear it, but the transmitter's beeping like crazy to let you know there's a break in the wire. And I'm going to join the first one first. So take the two wires. One wire goes up into there and the other wire comes across into the existing section to protect the dam. So just crimp around the high density polyethylene coating, take off the housing, I'm not going to rush this because it takes longer when you rush it. There we go. Okay, no need to twist them, but get them like that. Butterfly, twist them together. Tighten it up a bit. You can cut off any loose ends. Tie a knot in it. That's generally the key to make sure it's not going to pull apart quite easily. Grab your normal PVC tape. Quick wrap around the top. Go past the end, fold it over, wrap backwards, pull it off, seal it, fold it over, fold it back again so it's all traveling in one nice straight long line. I'll show you that in slow motion on the next one. And then a couple of twists and that's complete. So that'll sit there for years. Even though this is inside a dam, it's going to get covered in water. It doesn't matter. That's pretty 100% waterproof. Okay, the next two wires have disappeared. It's wire number one, wire number two. Okay, put those together, point them in the same direction. Grab your pliers, strip the end. If you break a couple of strands of the 7-strand copper core, don't be too concerned. If you break more than say 2 or 3, I'd probably start again. It does take a bit of practice. I have been doing this for over 15 years and I still don't get it right first time. Okay, so I've exposed the copper. Same again, dead easy. Butterfly twist, tie knot. There we go. And a bit of tape. The HDPE goes great in water, so it's something that you can bury and you can also leave in the sun, which is the benefit. You don't have to bury our wire because it does have that 20-year UV rating. It's not just UV stabilized, it has a UV rating. So we fold it over and then grab one of the wires, go back in the opposite direction and then wrap it up. All right, that's done and dusted. We've extended this fence by putting another loop up that way and just joined into the original loops. These will just get covered up by some leaves. We don't have to get too excited. No one's going to walk through here, and that's all nicely protected and buried under the footpath as well. All right, back to the other video. So there we go, that's how to do a joint. Now, a little bonus tip, as you're going around your property, I usually do an expansion joint, which means that you just simply get a little bit of wire like this, fold it over, and then get a cable tie here. You put one cable tie around the fence there and cable tie it onto the fence, and then get the other cable tie. So you're making like a bow tie on the fence. Now, if you get anything that pulls on the wire, those expansion joints will just let go and the wire won't break. Also, if you do get a break in the wire, you've got a little bit of slack in there, because if a wire is stretched along the fence like that and it breaks, you can't actually do the join because you need slack in the system to get that sort of fold in there. Well, if you would like to have a chat about a quote, then give us a call on 1300-THE-DOG, 1300-843-364, and we'll probably give you a call for a chat about your dog and your particular property. What we can do is match your dog to the property.